Hey, what's up, guys? It's Apollo, and I've got another four-player free-for-all for you guys. Um, so yeah, go ahead and look at my army here. I've got 4 units of Highland archers. I've got 5 units of dismounted feudal knights, and then I've got 1 unit of noble swordsmen, and that is where my general is, which is... Where's my general? Is this my general? That can't be. There he is. There he is. Hello, general. And then I've got 3 units of Highland nobles, fancy looking, and I've got 3 units of feudal knights, heavy cavalry, and I was Scotland in honor of St. Patrick's Day. I know they're not Ireland, but it's the closest thing to it. And I was playing Scotland all day that day, trying to get a live commentary of me playing, but every time I do, it's too laggy, or everyone quits out or something bullcrap like that will happen, and whatever. So I decided to go for England, because what better rival is England? And I'm not gonna say much about this guy's army. He just does like this weird noob square thing, and he has very few like good units. He gets a lot of these spearmen, which will do nothing against my army except for my cavalry, but you know. He sees that I'm coming on this flank, and he's moving his men over to prepare my attack. And then the other 2 opponents is Portugal and Spain. So some rivalry going on here. Actually, I don't know historically if Spain and Portugal ever had a rivalry, but yeah, Spain has 2 units of crossbowmen, 2 units of this pike militia. He's got a lot of sword militia and dismounted feudal knights. Got some more sword militia. He's got some mounted crossbowmen. He's got some heavy cav back here. So they're kind of skirmishing right now. And Portugal has dismounted Portuguese knights, conquistadors, more dismounted Portuguese knights, some conquistadors, heavy cav, some crossbowmen. So similar to Spain's army. Alright, so I knew I was going to win this battle right away, just the way he deployed his army. I rushed up my archers, and I rushed up a unit of cavalry to go after his archers. I was honestly expecting him to like run away or move up his spearmen, but he just sits and watch. So lots of archers shooting at me, but my cav is pretty heavily armored, and I lose 1 there. But he definitely has the archer superiority, so I wanted to start this fight. I knew if I just sit back and skirmish, I would lose a lot of troops. Here comes my feudal knights. Scotland has a really cool looking army. Alright, so while I'm marching up here, let's go ahead and look at this battle going on. Let's see that the cav has now entered the battle. Lots of cavalry here. It's a standoff between the conquistadors and the gendarmes, if I'm pronouncing that right. Probably not, but I try. Alright, so back to my battle. I'm trying to get both battles because they're both pretty good. I rushed in my units. I knew I would win this melee fight because they are no match to my dismounted feudal knights. He's got a lot of spear units that, you know, it's like rock, paper, scissors, swordmen will beat spear units, so it was only a matter of time until I broke through his lines. And I even had a reserve back here, my Highland nobles, but I go ahead and send them in, or eventually I'll send them in.
Our men are under attack. We need to act.
Because I really needed to break through and get behind him. And I sent my cavalry all the way behind his army. I'm trying to make him micro a lot, make him have to deal with a lot. And I knew this player wasn't that great at microing. Just, you know, he could have flanked my army with these extra men here, but he didn't. Wow, look at all the units I killed with that charge. That's crazy. So I keep pushing. I got my archers shooting at units back here in reserve because I don't want to shoot at my own men. I got him shooting at this unit of archers.
Our men are under attack. We need to act.
Got
Only
my-
half the enemy force remains.
I go ahead and send in my cav to do some charges, help out my infantry, and there they start to break and collapse, and I start pushing on his flanks. Let's go ahead and look at the other battle going on. It looks like Spain clearly has this in the bag. All that's left is some dismounted conquistadors, which are very tough units, but there's some cav battle going on here too. But it looks like Spain will win this battle. Looks like he's about to flank around his units. Back to my fight over here. As you can see, I collapsed through his lines, and now they're pretty much screwed. I got my got a little battle going on here. I charge in my infantry to take out these heavy billmen from behind. So they're sandwiched, and my men are pushing really hard. Here's this general unit. I go ahead and tell my archers to shoot at him. And he's got units just standing around. I mean, you really need to use them. You know, they're just standing there. not very efficient, but maybe he will learn from this
The
battle.
enemy general flees like the coward he is. Press onward and break the spirit.
So there I charge his general. I'm trying to make his men rout.
Look how our
the rest of his
cowardly
men.
foe runs. It is time to press the attack.
There, and then I pull back because I see him charging his spearmen, which is a smart move by him. And then here comes my noble Highlanders. Look how cool they, such a Braveheart looking unit. Oh, did you see that? Oh man, that's violent. He like chopped that guy's leg off. So that's about that battle. He's got his general bodyguard right
Look
here,
how our cowardly foe
but they
runs.
break,
It is time to press the attack.
and I still have a pretty healthy army. But as you can see over here, so does Spain. Spain completely destroyed his opponent. It looks like there's some glitched crossbowmen who are routing but not running. I don't know what's going on over there. He's still got quite a bit of cavalry. He's still got some most of his infantry. He's got some sword and buckler men, dismounted feudal knights, sword militia left. Let's see, more dismounted feudal knights, sword militia, dismounted feudal knights. Oh wow, that I think an English soldier ran all the way to him. But yeah, he's still got a really healthy army, and I still got a really healthy army. So we are down to a epic conclusion to this free-for-all. Who will win? I don't know. My army is all warmed up. They're warmed up or fresh. So, and I still had a lot of ammo, about half at this point. So I was feeling pretty good about this. This unit of Highland Nobles is pretty depleted, but they're more of a flanking unit or wherever needed unit. So as you can see, I saw Spain, how they attacked Portugal as they used this hill advantage. So I figured he was gonna take this hill advantage. So I decided to move my army over on this hill advantage. This little terrain. I really didn't feel like fighting uphill, and I feel like he had the advantage already because he had more troops than me. But as you can see on the bar there, the bar that tells you, you know, like how evenly matched it is. It's pretty even. You guys know what I'm talking about over here. The red represents me, the blue is the enemy. It's kind of like the bar that shows, I forgot the exact name for it, but it tells you the, I guess, the odds of you winning, kind of. But I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward to when we get close to fighting. So yeah, here's me going for this hill, and then I was like, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna attack up this hill, cause we're brave Scotsmen. We're brave. We can do this. Freedom, freedom and glory. Blah 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 blah. Alright, so I see I think he's just kind of harassing me with his cavalry, sending him in. But I didn't want to follow him because these crossbowmen had great range. And look at, they can already reach my cav all the way down here. That's ridiculous. So I saw how much range advantage he has, so I rush up my army here, and I do have more archers than him, but he has better quality archers. So I rush up my archers and the rest of my army. Look at this guy got left behind. Wait up, guys! So here's some cavalry. He's charging in with this very depleted unit here, which will still do a lot of damage. And I try to retreat them back, but they still score a lot of kills. Here's this one unit. I shouldn't have ran away from that, but at this point it wasn't looking too pretty. He was
Under attack. We must act now.
pouring down arrows on me. He's got 3 units of these crossbowmen, but they are very tired. It takes a lot of effort to load a crossbow, but so I put my men in loose formation to prevent too many deaths from above. See, he really scored a lot of kills there. So now I decide to run them up. And he tries to move his main infantry line here to my flank. And he charges in his cavalry, and I do the same. It looks like he was using this little structure here to prevent his flank, and then he's got this ridge to prevent his other flank, which is a good idea. It was a smart move by him. But my main infantry is more
Our men are under attack.
skilled
We must act now.
than his. His are mostly militia. So I knew if he didn't get too creative with his cavalry, I would win this if he didn't, do anything fancy. And there some of my units are out. And I see this gap between the two lines here. So I rush up to go after his crossbowmen and the flanks of his armed force. I'm sending my cavalry wherever they're needed, wherever it seems like I'm losing the fight. But this side is
Only
collapsing,
half the enemy force remains.
and my side is
Only
collapsing
half our force remains.
on this side. I got my archers shooting at anyone, really. Here my cavalry finally reaches archers, and that's an easy fight there. So here's the battle going on over here. I charged in my free units that weren't fighting anymore on that other flank that I won at. And it looks like he sends up his cavalry. He still has quite a bit of cavalry, but so do I. So I rush on my Highland nobles. And they rout. Or no, he retreats. They don't rout. So yeah, again, my infantry is a lot stronger than his.
General has thrown his life. For the moment the fortune of battle goes our way. Let's pray. Our men are winning the battle. If we can...
There we kill his general. Oh, those guys' helmets look kind of Star Warsy. But, yeah, once we kill their general, they all rout. Most of them rout. And that was a really fun battle. It's probably one of the funnest free-for-alls I played in a while, just because of the fact that he destroyed his opponent, I destroyed mine, and we were pretty evenly matched on the final fight. But yeah, the rest of the battle is me chasing down depleted units. So you're not really missing much there. I'm just going to go ahead and fast forward to the end results. So he's got this unit here that's keeping him alive. And I charge up my cavalry. And that's the last of Spain. So yeah, I did really good this match. I just want to say good game to my opponents, and I will see you guys next time. Look at this. I got 1,277 kills and 401 captures. So thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.